Well, just wrapped bird sacrifice scene. That was an experience. So after seeing the Simon and Judas pairing, we went off to see the Philip and Andrew pairing, where we thought it might be a little more chill.
Yeah. Severe enough to where you would...
So Dallas, what inspired you to go R-rated for season 3 with a bird sacrifice, bloody feet?
My soul is just getting darker and darker.
How does this stretch you guys as actors to be separating from the main group and just be pairing off like this?
It's just two. It's like there's no hiding off when they're doing coverage for 3 hours of other people. It's like, no, it's just you and me, and we have to find this and tell the story as well as we possibly can over the course of 3 hours, 3.5 hours. But it's just you and me. Like, there's no going to someone else, and I think that's really fun about these more intimate scenes. I like that more.
This is like a life-changing moment, smack dab in the middle of the season, and we film out of order.
If we're filming a scene before the journey, I have to keep in mind I haven't experienced this stuff yet.
Right.
And then if we're filming something after, I have to keep that in mind as well. So it's just a matter of like knowing what we're filming, where it takes place in the storyline. That's a challenge, but it's really fun, and it's something that little James's, I guess, journey is very similar to my own in real life. And I'm just a few steps ahead of little James. So it's fun kind of going back and being like, oh yeah, I remember feeling that way.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very personal storyline.
Action.
You have heard that it was said, you should love your neighbors and hate your enemies. Yes?
So today's like the first day we've been shooting in.
What do you? Well, just keep going.
I will. That was uncomfortable. The first day that we're shooting inside these Jerusalem walls, which is pretty awesome. But the coolest thing is sitting here watching Andrew stand up and preach.
But Jesus comes to us to tell us we should love our enemies and pray for those who would persecute you, who would oppress you.
He's saying the things that Jesus said in Sermon on the Mount. It's like, well, no duh, of course that's what they would say. But then we had this amazing action sequence where Philip and Andrew are being kicked out of town. Just in this first week of Utah, we got to see some of the pairs of disciples going out 2 by 2, and in typical Chosen fashion, it's gonna make us see things through fresh eyes and a new perspective and just be so compelling with its honesty and authenticity with the triumphs and the struggles. But this has only been week 1 of Utah. We got a whole nother week to come, and we faced some challenges during that week and had some pretty cool answers to prayer. And something I'm sure you noticed throughout this video is that Kristen has not been here. She's Canadian and she was here on a visa, and unfortunately there were some complications with that visa and she had to return home to Canada. And we all miss Kristen very much here at The Chosen. I miss Kristen a whole bunch, and I'm sure you miss Kristen a whole bunch. So obviously our hope is that circumstances will change, and we definitely appreciate your prayers. Keep us in your prayers. Definitely keep Kristen in your prayers right now during this time. For the foreseeable future, it's just gonna be you and I exploring the set of season 3 together, and